welcome back to my channel, Dawson ASMR. And today is an exciting first part of a 5-part series I'm going to be doing here on my channel, where I'm going to be showing you the entirety of my physical media collection. Everything from DVDs to Blu-rays to 4Ks. Each part's going to have its own section, and I'm going to just be showing you each movie, telling you a little bit about it, and doing some tapping, some case sounds, and if you're up for that, stick around. So let's go ahead and get started today with part 1, which will end up being my 4K and horror Blu-rays. So I have all of my 4Ks and Blu-rays stacked right here. Horror Blu-rays, my bad. Let's go ahead and count them off to see what we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I miscounted. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. No, I got it right. It's 26. 26. 26, 26, 26. So there are 26 in this first video, and I think we're going to start with my 4Ks. And I don't have a lot of these. I'm not a movie aficionado. I like film. And I didn't like film for the longest time until I found out it's a lot more fun when you watch it with someone you can have a good time with. And you can talk and make commentary. So, and that's what me and my boyfriend started doing. And it's kind of where, we started everything. So, this first one is what I'm very excited to show you. This is the first 4K. And it's horror, because horror is my favorite. This is The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys. Lost Boys. Now, this film, if you do not know, is the story of 2 brothers who moved to Santa Carla, California, where they discover that the town is overrun with vampires. This is your classic type of story. Very fun. Jason Patric in the top 5 hottest vampires of all time. Him and Eric Northman need to battle it out. But this edition is so pretty. It's from, I don't remember actually where it's from. I'll put it in the comments where I got this from. But this is a special 4K edition. On top of its beautiful slipcase, it comes with this gorgeous steelbook, which has Michael, as well as the rest of the vampire gang on the front. And on the back, the Chinese container, the takeout container. So, and I'm not going to open this because it creates a lot of noise where it's metal. But this is so beautiful. Such a stunning film. It's iconic for its time. And in addition to that, it came with a couple of cool things. It came with this booklet, which has a few photos. You're eating maggots. How do they taste? You're a creature of the night, Michael, just like out of a comic book. addition to that, we also have some nice noises. This envelope, which contains a poster I won't open, but also has some cardboard pictures. So we have David, the iconic Kiefer Sutherland. We have Marco, who was the one I was immediately drawn to of the Vampire King. Because of, you know the movie, the iconic Greatest Adventure. Max. It's so much easier if you don't fight Lucy. Which was like, sir, back up. Star. Iconic. Michael. Grandpa. Lucy. And then I was always bugged by this when I got this. I wish there had been separate ones. But it's Sam and the Frog Brothers. So, very cool. Very cool. All of this came in this beautiful slipcase. Right, so moving on. We won't spend as much time. I just really want to show that one off because it's so pretty. But next we have, let's go ahead. I only have a couple more horror 4Ks. Let's go ahead and do those. So first I have Alien. When I first saw this, I went at a Pizza Hut when I was a very young child, probably no more older than 7 or 8, and it was on the TV halfway through, and I went home, and I had to rent it from the video store, and I immediately was just devouring it. Alien, if you don't know, is a movie about this space company who are in space. They're in space, of course, they're a space company, but they end up going to explore this desolate planet where a distress signal has come, and an alien comes on board their ship. And it's very much a pick 'em off one by one type of slasher. Very interesting, very fun, classic. Who hasn't watched it? If you haven't, go watch it. But it is just so pretty. It comes with a classic design. And some of the 4Ks, not all of them, but some of them have like raised embossing, just like the Blu-rays used to. They changed it though. So then we have the last two of my horror 4Ks. And these were a Christmas gift, because he knows me so well. He knows. And Chucky is my like OG. I have a Chucky doll. So it's like, I just love him. And I got Child's Play 2, which is my second favorite of the entire franchise. As well, do you know, guess what my favorite is? Just look at me. What do you think my favorite is? Bride of Chucky. These movies, they are just so fun. I don't need to explain to you what they are. They're just a lot of fun. They're a killer doll. How much cooler can it get? So these are from the Scream Factory collection. And slipcase. Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back. And then the Bride Chucky's the same way. Whereas Chucky has Tiffany. How pretty. Now, you'll see later on in a different part of the series that I do own all of these on DVD. But the Blu-rays and the 4Ks and stuff, they come with, not only a remastering, but they come with, like, new commentary and stuff, and I just love that. So, yeah. So then we have, I'm gonna say this goes with these, but it doesn't. I have a lot of Marvel. I love Marvel. I think I fell off for a while because the MCU kind of went, can we say it got Russo'd? I don't know, it really didn't do what I liked after Endgame. Anyways, this is not MCU, but it feels like it. Don't ask me why I bought this. I don't know why I bought this. It was on, like, clearance for $3 or something. Transformers. Very weird. But I like this movie. I actually really enjoy this. Have I seen the rest? No. But this is, I mean, you know what Transformers is, just hearing it. It's a guy who finds out his car is Bumblebee, and then the Transformers are coming to the planet to fight the Decepticons. Very simple story. But I think this is also where the iconic, like, Linkin Park song comes from. It became a meme online. But I really like this film. It was just fun. So then we have, we're gonna save Marvel the last. I'm gonna do these three first, then we'll go to my Marvel. So this next collection, oh, the ASMR from this case. Oh. I get ASMR just touching it. This is Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes. This is the Planet of the Apes trilogy, which means it has all three of them in it. Now, people are going to say that the second one's the best. My boyfriend thinks the second one's the best. I really like the first one. Call me crazy. The first one is like, I think that's my favorite. I think I like the simplistic, sort of, easygoing story. I don't know what this is. What is this? Girl. How cool. I've never seen that. Comes with the timeline of events. How neat. I kid you not, I always thought that was just like a insert paper. But in order. Okay. We have Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Rise, rise, rise. We have Dawn, the Planet of the Apes. Dawn, 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 dawn. Which I think is everyone's favorite. And then we have the War of the Planet of the Apes. For the Planet of the Apes, my bad. And this is the last one. So, it's a nice, pretty trilogy. will show you my Marvel movies. Now, don't let it fool you. I don't have all of them, not even a fraction of them. But I do have my two favorite heroes in the MCU, like the ones who I think the movies are the best movies. And then I have one of the Thor movies. So, and I want all of them, but there is no point because they're on Disney Plus, and I don't want to fork out $30 for a movie if I don't have to. I've kind of just been trying not to spend like that. The same way with books, I don't buy them unless like I absolutely need them. I'll use the library or something. So, the first one is one that people like to dunk on. I'll say that'll be nice. Keep it PG. I like this movie. Am I just like easy to please? Because let me just, can I just like sidebar for a second? Can I see you over here? I think the world, I'm gonna whisper this to you. I think the world has become obsessed, especially in the film world, with this idea of like not only perfection, but like everything has to be critical, right? And I've seen it a lot with horror. Like people will say, Final Destinations, the new one's coming out, Bloodlines, and people haven't even seen it yet, and they're already being critical of like, oh, this, and they're comparing it to things like Hereditary, which I love Hereditary, but it's like, can we please not try to have that attitude? Because let me tell you, I feel like I'm my big brother right now telling you secrets about the house, but let me tell you, I think we need to be able to separate fun from cinema. I feel like Sex and the City, where I'm going, whatever happened to fun? You know, why don't we want to have fun anymore? I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch something like, you know, a cheesy slasher from the 2000s. I'm going to give it 5 stars, but I'm also going to sit around and I'm going to go ahead and give something like Midsummer 5 stars. And the same way with the Thor movie, Love and Thunder. This might not be the best Thor movie. You know, the best Thor movie is Ragnarok, but I still really enjoyed it. What happened to fun? Why can't we just have some fun? And it's always these film bros, and this is not a film bro space. If you want to tell me your opinion, you like movies, you don't like movies, you go ahead. Because let me tell you, baby, you are safe here. Let me tell you, because I'm sick of this. That's my rant. That's my rant. That's my sidebar. Thor: Love and Thunder. It's fun. It's cheesy. It introduces a new Thor. It's just, I don't know. Mighty Thor comes into play. We have that was played by Christian Bale. My bad, I didn't know that. But it's just fun. You know, whatever happened to fun? So then we have, I haven't even opened these, and I don't know why. We have our 2 Black Panther. So we have our first one. Black Panther. Black Panther, Black Panther, Black Panther, Panther. In this movie, it's the first in a series, so I can tell you, this is about the Black Panther, T'Challa, and his attempt to defeat his cousin, Killmonger, who has decided that he is the rightful heir to the throne of Wakanda. It's very classic, very fun. Something about me that I love about movies, you're always going to see me pick the OGs or the easy films. So, like, Spider-Man, first one's the best to me. This one's the best to me. Very rare, like I said, Ragnarok. Very rare you'll see like a sequel be my favorite. But like something about the easy introductions is so fun for me. I love the accessibility of it, and I love the Well, at least with Spider-Man, it's like the home street stories. I don't want to see you in space. That's fun, but like I'm more in the mood for your friendly neighborhood hero. So, but that's the first one. And then yes, I do have the sequel. I have Wakanda Forever. If you're not up on the MCU, the man who played T'Challa, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, he was replaced by his character's little sister, Shuri, and she is the new Black Panther. So, this is an iconic movie. Do I wish I could have got Killmonger facing off with I just had a blank moment. My ears started ringing and my head was going blank. Namor. Do I want to see him face off with Namor? Yes. Do I think Killmonger's dead? No. That's just me. But this is a beautiful story. I watched this in theaters. I cried. My mother, who doesn't even watch the MCU, cried. I got her to watch it with me because she loves Angela Bassett. It's just a stunning film. Ryan Coogler, he just gets it right. He just does, and I love his films. So then we have the last three of my MCU. Anyone want to take a stab at what it is? Do you really? I'm wearing an MCU shirt. I just realized that. I didn't do it on purpose. I promise I didn't. Spider-Man. I'm going to give you a silent review of what I think of these movies. Okay, I think it'll be fun. Like the TikTok trend. So good. I just love Spider-Man. I think they're just great. And I've watched this one the most, like I said, Hometown Hero. So and that does it for my 4Ks. So we are going to move on to my horror Blu-rays. If you're still here, let me know in the comments. What's your favorite movie of the past 10 years? I could tell you mine, but I really don't know. I have panic attacks just ranking films. So now we're going to start with the horror Blu-rays. And like I said, I'm a massive horror geek. There's going to be a whole section just for horror DVDs. Like, yeah, I'm big on that. I watched my first horror movie when I was 4, probably. Freddy vs. Jason. Should not have been watching it, but I did. And I think as someone who was young and queer and didn't know it, horror was something that I latched onto. And I think it's something a lot of people can relate to latching onto. No matter who you are, what your identity is, it's just something that you see yourself in. So, but, these are just a few. And you may be wondering why I have such a mixture of like Blu-ray and DVD for horror. That's because I thought I was going to try to collect Blu-ray, and then I realized 99% of horror, the visual quality doesn't matter, because it's all going to look the same anyway, no matter what format. Jason's still going to be swinging that machete either way. So, but some of these are like elevated horror. Case in point being what I ranted about earlier. Midsummer. Let me tell you, I gotta talk to you for a second. Ari Aster is a genius. I have a thing for gothic horror, and I feel like he really explores that well. He, Bruckner, Eggers, Flanagan, they all do it really well. And they're probably my favorite horror directors working today. So, with Ari Aster, in Midsummer, you may know him from Hereditary. Both 5 out of 5 star movies. You're going to be surprised when I tell you Midsummer scares me more. And let me tell you why. Midsummer's about a girl who, in the wake of a family tragedy, she is going with her boyfriend and her friends to this, I guess you'd call it retreat, festival. It's a midsummer festival in Sweden, and things don't go as they plan. And I will say this, it made me fear, from my own mental health perspective. I realized I might be vulnerable enough to join a cult without meaning to. And that's terrifying. And that's not me joking. And it's kind of funny, but it's like, that's the reality of being so vulnerable mentally and emotionally, that you can latch onto a cult, which is where they come from most of the time. But this film, Florence Pugh is mother. She mothers the house down every friggin' movie she's in. Dare I say she carried Oppenheimer on her back? Excellent film, dare I say. But this is, it's just an excellent film. Let's see what Blu-ray cases sound like when you open them. Oh, how pretty. Now this. Look at the disc. How stunning. How stunning. With the totem pole. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Why is there an internet power truck in my neighborhood? The internet has gone out 10 times in the past week. Okay, anyways. Midsummer. And then adding to that, we have Hereditary. Which is Ari Aster's debut, I believe. This is a story, I really can't tell you. All you need to know is that a grandmother passes away and the family goes ape crap. So, it's disturbing, it's freaky, it has, mother in it, again, not Florence Pugh, it has a different mother, but, like Toni Collette's mothering all the mothers, let me tell you. But it's a beautiful film, it's terrifying, it's dark, it's just really freaky. So, I really can't say much else without getting anything away. You need to go into it blind. And don't eat peanuts when you watch it. I'm sick. Okay. Now we have, let me see if there's any more like elevated horror. There is one. And the rest of these are just fun. You'll ever mess around with It Follows? Let me tell you about It Follows. This is a stunning film This film is David Robert Mitchell's, I would say, triumph, and they are making a sequel, which I'm very excited for, but very nervous for. This movie is essentially a take on, STDs. It's this demon spirit thing that you pass it on by, backseat of a car, and you have to hope that that person passes it on to somebody else, because if it kills the person you gave it to, then it's going to come for you next. So, very interesting, very cool concept. Very freaky. It's dizzying to me. There's everything about the filmmaking is just like mind warping. I can't say much else than that, but when you watch it, you're never safe, you're never comfortable, and I love that about it. So, and then I have a film I think we're all pretty familiar with. And this film is sort of a franchise. The Purge. The Purge is... What can I say about the Purge? What can I say about the Purge? Purge. It is a story that terrifies me, but also kind of intrigues me, because I ask myself, if crime were legal for 24 hours, what would I do? Like, I think I know, but I don't want to say that I would do it, because then, like, what happens when all the money goes missing from the bank? I'm kidding, but, it's literally that. All crime is legal for 24 hours. This one's more centered on the family. There's one family. The sequels go throughout the cities that the Purge takes place in, but this is more focused on one family, 4 people. What happens when the home is invaded by these killers? Yeah, the plastic's still on for me, sorry. So, then we have World War Z. Let's talk about World War Z. This is a film that I only actually seen recently, probably the past 6 months, but I've had it for forever. And this is an excellent film. It's fun, it's actiony. Do I need to do another sidebar and talk about how people just stop dunking on films just because they're made to have fun? Like, it's just an action film. But it does have a new take on zombies, that there actually is a cure, which is very interesting. Because every zombie thing you watch, everything you love about zombies is that there is no cure, there is no hope. This has hope. Very strange. But I love it. I freaking love it. So, then we have, this is a film. This was, one of the movies that I think was fundamental. You can hear me back here. This is one of those movies that was, like, fundamental for me. So, and it is Edward Scissorhands. Edward. I think this is fundamental in every ASMR artist's career, and every ASMR artist lover, every ASMR lover's, journey. Because put the light concealer cream on, then you blend and blend and blend. Blending is the secret. Your complexion is so fair. Now, this has a touch of lavender in it. Give it a try here. Close enough. I have another idea. We'll cover up the scars and start with a completely smooth surface. Like, everyone knows it, everyone loves it. It is iconic. And this is the film where it comes from. We also have to talk about how absolutely phenomenal Diane Wiestas, how absolutely phenomenal Miss... I have heartburn, sorry. Miss Winona Ryder is, like, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It's a great film. And then we have, this one's going to confuse a lot of people. Dollar Tree has movies sometimes, and not so much recently because they got stingy. But, this is Quarantine. And I want to tell you how funny this is. Sidebar. This is a movie called Quarantine. Quarantine is a zombie movie. It's a zombie movie about people getting a disease, and the disease outbreaks, and it makes it like really bad for them or whatever. It's an apartment building where like a news reporter. It's found footage. Love found footage. But the thing is with it is, how can I say this? This is supposed to be an English remake of the Spanish original REC. R-E-C. This says Cuarentena, which is quarantine in Spanish. And just the irony to me. The disc itself is in English, so I'm assuming the movie's in English. I've never watched this version. I've watched it on Shudder and stuff, so I've never watched the disc. But how fun. And it has 𝐬𝐿 in it, which is like, if you've ever seen Hostel, he's the OG final boy. So Quarantine. If COVID scared you, that's the movie for you. So then we're almost to the finish line, bear with me. If you're still here, you're a trooper. This is a movie that's from the 80s, but it feels very modern at the same time. I don't know, it's very campy. I love camp. And it is popcorn. Popcorn, 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 popcorn. Buy a bag. Go home in a box. This is your classic story of the movie theater haunting. It's very scary. It almost reminds me of Demons. Have you guys ever seen Demons? It reminds me of that almost. But the theater is just like there's a killer on the loose. So it's very fun. It's very campy. It's very silly. At the end, you're gonna be like, what was that? But that's the point. You're supposed to just have fun with it. Dee Wallace is in it. She's always an icon. I love her. And the cool thing about this is the Synapse Films. See, if you turn it inside out, you get a different cover. How cool is that? Now, I prefer the original cover, which is why I used the original cover. But how cool is that? How cool is that? So then we have a movie that defines camp, both for being at a summer camp and for being campy, and that is The Final Girls. An iconic movie. And yes, that is the AT&T guy. I don't know what he's doing here, but we use Verizon in this house, but this is Sorority the Girl, played by Tessa Farmiga. That is not Tessa Farmiga. Did I say that? Yeah, it is. Tessa Farmiga. Anyways, her mother dies, and her mother was a final girl, or slasher girl, in an old horror movie from the 80s, and they go to a movie premiere for it, so she can honor her, and they get sucked into the film, and they have to relive it over and over and over. And it is so cool. It has call him Daddy? I'm gonna say Daddy, but let's not say Daddy because this is a PG channel. Alexander Ludwig's in it, and he kind of raised a generation of people. So, it also has Adam, I don't know his last name, Divine. Nina Dobrev, who has been playing a teenager since she was, 27, and now she's 40, so I don't know how long she's been playing a teenager, but she's been playing Vampire Diaries for a long time, and this is just as campy, this is just as fun. So, it's a love letter, really, as the case says. So, the final girls, and I don't want to hear a single person mention that McKenna Grace, isn't that what it's called, is that her name, movie, where she goes back to the 90s or 2000s or whatever it is. I don't want to hear it. That's a ripoff. This came first. This is much better. Way better. I watched the other one, don't worry. Then we have another movie that I'm speaking to a very distinct group of people right now when I say there are certain horror films that you gained your vocabulary from, and your attitude, and this is one of those films, and that's Sorority Row. No, don't leave, come back. And then continues to file her nails. Iconic. Dead girl language. Oh, she looks terrible. Like, it's just funny. It's campy. It's silly. I love silly films. But it's a great concept at the same time. These sorority sisters fake a death as a prank. The prank goes wrong. Someone does die for real. And now, the next year, someone's back for revenge. It's really cool. And there are some familiar faces. Carrie Fisher is in this, let me tell you that. And when I tell you, dare I say mother 3 times in a video, she mothers, let me tell you. She is an icon in her own right. And in this movie, God rest her soul, but if I had ever met her at a con, everyone's like, oh, sign this Star Wars. She's signing this. Because that was iconic. But, Sorority Row. We got 2 more. Hold on. Good. Okay. This one is, I'm very excited that I own this because you're not going to be able to find a copy. And you'll just have to Google it, and hopefully someone has pirated it somewhere. But it is an old Lifetime movie, I think it was where it officially came out. But it is exploited. He's watching your every move. Dun, dun, dun. There's literally one, someone has made this, I think. I got it from eBay, but I think someone made it. When a college freshman becomes obsessed. When a college freshman becomes obsessed with a missing webcam model, he and his friends are terrorized by a voyeuristic hacker. So it's very much almost a warning to, like, webcam stuff and just, like, internet safety, but also, it's so stupid. It is so stupid. And I just love it. It's so much fun. It's gay, too, which is also a plus. I love gay horror. It was filmed in Kentucky, of all places. It was filmed like 3 hours from where I live. Very fun. It also has that girl from Ant Farm, the blonde one, who was like super smart. I don't remember her name, but she's in it. I don't know anybody. Oh, no. I don't know his name. Will Peltz, maybe. He's in Unfriended. He's in this. But it's so fun. It's just a laugh. You'll love it. And then the last one I have to show you. We've gone through 25 movies now. The last one I have to show you. Aliens. this is the sequel to the iconic Alien that I showed you earlier in this video. In this one, whereas Alien is a horror movie, Aliens is an action thriller, and they both serve their purpose very well. So this is Aliens, and this follows Sigourney Weaver. She is woken after many years, 57 I think it is, and she has been awoken by another space company who are thus using her as a tour guide to go back to the planet where the alien is from in the first one. And there's a whole group of people with them. Bill Paxton's in it, he's an icon. I don't remember her name, but the woman from Terminator 2, she's in it. You know, it's just an iconic film. It is, Michael, I'm getting to the end of the video, my brain is drawing a blank. He's gonna kill me, my boyfriend is gonna smack me. No, he's not. Don't think that. No. But this is really cool because it also comes with, art cards and illustrations. And I'm gonna show these to you right quick. Bien. It just came to me. Bien. So, this is the art book. Oh, what nice sound. How nice. So, this is art from, and if you guys want a bookshelf tour, let me know and I'll do one, because I just redid it. But this is from the original comic adaptation of the third one. If you don't know, the first and second film had a sequel called Alien 3. It is a flop. I like fun films, but that's a flop. And the comic adjusted and fixed it, made it better. So, these are some illustrations from that. Ooh, how creepy. And then on top of that, we have, I'm not going to take them out of the plastic because I've never opened them, but it's just some concept art for the movie. James Cameron is massive on planning. He's massive on concept work. And Aliens was no exception. So, that is, oh, that sounds pretty without the movies in it. Wait a minute. So that is all of the movies I have to show you of my 4K collection and my horror Blu-rays. Now, if you enjoyed that, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you're most excited about coming next. Part 2 is going to be the rest of my Blu-rays, which are like family movies, romance movies, things like that. So, but look forward to that. I've said it before in a previous video, I'm gonna try to do weekly uploads, so we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. Who knows? But, until then, remember you're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're loved, and I will catch you in the next one.